Our topic for today is about types of electrical system. Power distribution is a stage of delivery of electric power. It carries electricity from the transmission system to individual consumer. Electrical system is a power system or electrical grid that provides supply voltage to the consumers in residential, commercial, and industrial areas.
Wow!
Single-phase 2 wires. Single-phase 2 wires is composed of two lines, which is line 1 and line 2. Line 1 has 110 volts and line 2 has 110 volts. When we use this as our voltage supply, 110 volts from line 1 plus 110 volts from line 2 is equal to 220 volts. Single-phase 2 wires can be found mostly in residential areas. Single-phase 3 wires. Single-phase 3 wires is composed of 3 lines. The line 1, line 2, and neutral. Line 1 has 110 volts, line 2 has 110 volts, and neutral has 0 volt. When we use line 1 and neutral as our voltage supply, line 1 has 110 volts plus neutral has 0 volt is equal to 110 volts. Line 1 and line 2, the total voltage we have here is 220 volts. Line 2 and neutral, 110 volts from line 2 and 0 volt from neutral is equal to 110 volts.
Wow!
Single-phase 3 wires can be found mostly in residential and commercial areas. Three-phase 3 wires. Three-phase 3 wires is composed of 3 lines, which is the line 1, line 2, and line 3. Line 1 has 110 volts, line 2 has 110 volts, and line 3 has 110 volts. In three-phase 3 wires, when we use line 1 and line 3 as our voltage supply, the total voltage we have here is 220 volts. When we use line 1 and line 2, the total voltage we have here is 220 volts. And when we use line 2 and line 3, 110 volts from line 2 plus 110 volts from line 3 is equal to 220 volts. And that is three-phase 3 wires. Three-phase 3 wires can be found mostly in commercial and industrial areas. Three-phase 4 wires. Three-phase 4 wires is composed of 4 lines. The line 1, line 2, line 3, and neutral. Line 1 has 110 volts. Line 2 has 110 volts. Line 3 110 volts and neutral is 0 volt. When we use line 1 and line 2 as our voltage supply, 110 volts from line 1 plus 110 volts from line 2 is equal to 220 volts. Line 1 and line 3, 110 volts plus 110 volts is equal to 220 volts. Next, line 2 and neutral, 110 volts from line 2 and 0 volt from neutral is equal to 110 volts. And for the last, line 3 and neutral, 110 volts from line 3 plus 0 volt in neutral is equal to 110 volts. And that is 3-phase 4 wires.
Wow.
Three-phase 4 wires can be found mostly in commercial and industrial areas. And now, let's have a short quiz.
Wow.
And that's all for today. Please click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video. God bless. Thank you.